I think it's Dot Bentley. Yeah, it's tiny. What the heck?
I know, it's really hard to see.
Okay, and then it needs my password, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have Hannah, who's one of our agents here. She is entering in her username and password, and we're going to be using her account as an example today on how to make a website for you as an agent. This is included with our tools with Realty One Group. So Robin is going to be the one talking, and she's just going to explain the whole process, and then we'll open it up for questions after that.
Okay, guys, hello. So right now we are logged into the One dashboard, onto the One login, and you can see that you can access the zone here, or you can access MoxieWorks. Either way is going to get you to your website. MoxieWorks, clicking on this is going to be the most direct way, but if for some reason you're at the zone, I'm just going to show you how to go through this way just in case. And for some reason, Isaac's screen is really teeny, so forgive me, it takes me a step or two longer. Okay, so up here at the top left, do you guys see where it says One Dashboard? I can zoom in if that helps. There we go. So you click on the One Dashboard. And it will pull up all of your little tools in these circles.
Someday.
Eventually. Okay, so the screen looks a little bit weird, so I apologize for that. But if you click here on Business Technology, or if you just scroll to the right, you will see the free professional website, the Moxie site. So just click on that. And then before we go too much further, I'm going to show you why filling this out is important. So this is what one of your free agent websites is going to look like. I tweaked mine a little bit, so it's not going to look quite like this, but this is sort of the cookie cutter outline of what the free site looks like. You are able to change what logo you have at the top. You can add your own information up here, but all of this is auto-filled by what you filled out in the zone. So here in the zone, in the dashboard, do you see how it says Hannah's profile is at 80%? So that's part of why when we make her website, all of that information, that 80% is going to transfer over and autofill to her site. So like Rhonda's filled out, she's filled out like her bio, her photo, her MLS lag, etc. I filled out as much as I could for everyone, but you know, it is up to you guys to go in there and make sure it looks exactly as you want it. But that is going to just autofill for her. So it is really helpful. So anyway, after I clicked the Moxie site, this is what it's going to take us to. So it calls this page a roster. So if you go over here and you go to Agent Tools, I believe. Sorry. Oh no, there it is at the top. So go to My Website. Sorry about that. All right, so here at the top, I'll zoom it in. Step 1, it says if you're making a team site or if you're making an individual agent site. So for Hannah, we're just going to do the agent site instead of a team site. And then for step 2, this is what I was telling you guys about. So this is where you're going to come up with your URL. It's going to show up as whatever you fill in, .m.realty1group.com. So after you select this is your one free site. So you can't change this URL going forward. What you can do is you can go to a different domain hosting site like GoDaddy or something. You can buy a vanity URL and just you can have as many URLs as you want, honestly. But this is the one that's going to pull from Zone. So it's probably a good idea to pick something you do want to stick with. I recommend either your team name, whatever you call your business, or just your own name. So Hannah, what did you want yours to be?
Just Hannah Bentley.
They did accept Chaz.
They did?
Just Chaz.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, did you want any periods or anything, or just like that? Let's see if it's available. It's available.
Okay.
Does that look good?
Yes.
All right, so submit.
No
Can't-
feedbacks.
Can't see it, so.
Is the
Too small.
underline there always?
Cool, mine's available too.
The
In other words, using this as a template.
no. So that line right there is just meant to represent whatever you're filling in, just the space.
Because that's one less thing. Okay.
Then you hit submit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then you hit go to site after you've created your new site. If I actually click it, there it goes, it's going.
I wonder if I changed the Wi-Fi. I think we're on the back Wi-Fi.
Is that what it is?
I think it's just that's why it's running slow.
I have read this agreement. Should we read it?
No.
Yeah, so
Let's try this one.
Anything you don't like in there? I'm 18.
Okay, try again.
How did you get yours not to be capitalized?
I just didn't capitalize it.
Well, I didn't either, but it's giving me the first characters capitalized.
Really?
On a URL.
Then
The
back.
URL.
URLs, yeah, it
it's
doesn't matter if
It's telling
it's,
you not to.
It's telling me that I can't.
And I hit check and then
And then it says.
just try to just backspace the R
Payment and taxes.
and then just.
So it keeps coming up, that's what I'm trying to
Sure,
change.
that's what I did too. When mine
Yeah.
went lowercase.
I don't know how to.
Spend or terminate.
Yeah, because mine wouldn't do.
It's okay, Robin. You can continue.
okay.
Apparently there's taxes involved.
So the cost of your agent website is part of the
That's right.
technology fee that you're paying. So what is happening with this website is it gets the MLS IDX feed. So on this page, you're able to focus either your properties on the front page. I personally don't have any listings, so I just clicked my office listings. So Rhonda's listing is on there. I think TJ has a listing on the front of my website. You can add links to your social media. So like, for example, if you go to mine, it looks really teeny, but it's just a weird screen thing. But
It's
I've
just
got
because the
all the
HTML
social media over here. If you scroll down, you've got the featured properties. The only thing that I put in your notes that I gave you was automatically when you create an agent website. Oops, sorry, I've angered it. But when you create an agent website, at the bottom, it's going to automatically have the NAR logo, the Board of Realtors logo. And I put a note in the notes on how you can delete that pretty easily. You just go to the footer section. So everything that you're going to do is going to be here on this agent admin tool.
So that's like only our spot to be able to change anything on there.
Anything that you do to your website is going to be done through here.
Okay.
So the information that you upload into the zone, that is going to pull through onto here. So any updates you make will pull through to your agent site. But as far as like manually doing blog posts or newsletters, etc., all of that can be done through here. So this is your back end hub, basically.
Because we aren't NAR, do we want to rely on them to do that, or are we not able to edit their websites ourselves, each of theirs? We want to make sure the NAR is not anybody's website, not relying on.
He's wondering if you can do it for the agents.
I can check,
Okay.
but yeah. The thing is I want the agents to make their own websites because I want them to pick their own
NAR is
URLs.
not happening.
No, I agree. So
NAR.
So just
Australian,
I'm not paying.
no means NAR. So we'll get rid of NAR.
but yeah, so if you go over here
$700 a year.
to
Right.
750.
the
And get in
appearance,
trouble for putting it on there when you're not.
if you go to appearance and then you go down here to footer, you can see it says default footer and then custom footer. We're going to hit custom footer and then you have to hit update, and all of this is in your notes, so if you want to just watch, that's totally fine. And then you're going to hit customize it and it's going to pull open your website. So see, Hannah's has properties at the top. Mine does not. So over here, if you hover above the NAR logo, you can see. Can you guys see that okay? The little tools bar that pops up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just hit remove. You're gonna hit OK. And you're gonna hit remove again, and bam, the Equal Opportunity Housing logo is centered, and then you're good. So then
We can add NWMLS logo to that, I assume would be a good place for that, right?
we can add the NWMLS logo if you want, but I believe it is on the
Other pages?
feed.
Okay.
So you're gonna hit publish changes, and then if for some reason you're not sure if you want to keep it, you can hit save changes and quit, and then that'll back you out of the whole site. But now when we go to Hannah's page, the NAR logo isn't going to be there.
Publish changes. Sorry.
It popped up when after you hit submit. It'll say publish changes, save and quit, exit,
So it's confirming you want to.
that you want to actually delete
It's
it.
like safe.
Yeah. All right, guys. So just to touch on it one more time, the one dashboard. So to fill out your profile, this is back in the zone. You're going to go to user, my account, and then go down to my public info. And then this public info. So this is a picture I grabbed off of her Facebook, but if you have a headshot, you can send it to me. I can upload it for you. Agent bio, this is something that's good to fill out. And then anything that you would like to add at the bottom, any of your social media or designations, hobbies, specialties, etc. are good to fill in too.
And I would say it's better than good. I mean, it's really important. If someone's stalking you, which people do nowadays, right? Before they hire someone, they'll stalk you before, and they're essentially hiring you as their agent. They're going to look you up on your website. They're going to look you up on Facebook. They're going to look you up on LinkedIn. So the better, the more information you have, the more professional you look, the more on top of things. So we're talking, less than an hour of time. You should really have that all up to date. Don't overthink the bio. Just write a few sentences about yourself and why you love what you do as a real estate agent. That's really it.
So,
Feel free to go look at TJ's, Rhonda's, Craig's to get ideas. Go on. You can look at other agents with other companies. Just get ideas. But it's really important. I would highly suggest it.
Also, I send an email out that has tips on how to write an agent bio, and then I'll send out the email on the notes on how to make your agent website today. If you guys get stuck or have any questions, you can always call or email or anything me, and I can help you guys out. So, any questions? Feel pretty good?
So my website URL still says www.rogtk.com. Do I need to change that to my new one? On the zone?
On the zone?
Yeah.
So you can change that to your new
Okay.
agent website. Yeah, I just wanted something
Okay.
in there, basically.
Will you repeat that so they understand that? Because that's actually a great point.
Yeah, so in here, if you go to profile, over here I filled in every agent's website as ROGTK.com because if people aren't filling out their websites, might as well have it route to ours. But as soon as you make your agent website, it is good to go in here and replace this. And then anytime you make a change in the zone, you need to go up here and then hit save user every step you go through. So if you go to a different page, like your billing page, and then come back to your public information, if you didn't save it, it will vanish. And then once you hit save user, it's going to highlight the change you made in gold. What it's doing, it's kicking it over to me for approval to make sure that the links work, photos aren't blurry, etc. And I'll look over it really fast for typos. I can fluff it up, your bios and stuff, etc.
I'll say another suggestion. You said that you can have our entire brokerage's listings or just your listing. Unless you have a lot of listings, which all of us in here, none of us have a ton of listings right now. I suggest having the whole brokerage. It makes you look more, it just makes you look like you're part of a bigger team, and these are our listings, right? Even if it's not your listing, it just makes you look bigger, right? We're all helping each other out. We're all on the same team here. So, and I highly suggest you do the entire brokerage's listings. It just makes you look more legit.
So at this point, should I be able to go to my website?
So let me sign out of everything because I think it might be perturbed that you're signed into 2 places.
You have a Silverdale listing?
What's that?
We have a Silverdale listing?
Is that-
Maybe my land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like.
That's
All right.
KPN, KPS, gets up over there, that wall.
You're all done. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for letting us use your info to make a website.
Just wanted to show the finished product really quick on the screen, then we'll stop
Yeah.
the recording.
So let's do Hannah Bentley. Did I type it right? I cannot see.
No, LEY. Okay. Yep, there we go.
All right. .m.realty1group.com. And there it is. So even though Hannah hadn't done anything to her website yet, we've got all this information pulled in here already. Featured properties. And no NAR logo.
And this is obvious, but this is like a
And-
super cool, not free tool. You guys are paying for it with your $100 a month. But this is a super cool tool that you should be using on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere. I mean, it looks awesome. You make a flyer for your listings. This should be on it, right? So just definitely be utilizing this.
So at the very top of my screen, it does show my chaz.m.realty1group, and that's beautiful, but it also says not secure off to the left. Should it say not secure?
It should say not secure right now because I think you're seeing the site in beta mode since you're logged in and you're making changes. So as soon as you log out of everything, if I signed up to it, does it say not secure still? I'm not sure why it says not secure still then, because we're not signed in as Hannah. It's still showing up.
I'm gonna stop the recording so that we can send this to everybody, and then we can answer any questions anybody has. And then I just want to say before I stop the recording, if you guys have any questions about this, you can always come to me, Isaac, or but Robin's the expert on this. Robin is the agent resource specialist here. So, Robin, do you want to say your email really quick so everyone has that?
It's rogturnkey@gmail.com.
Perfect. So anyways, feel free to reach out to Robin anytime. She's the expert on this, and she's happy to help. All right, thank you.